Bonjour à tous, hello and welcome back to my channel French Madness with Raveline. What are these letters? You must have seen these letters, but have you ever wondered what these are? And what role do they play? Let's find out. These are called accents. But what are accents? Accents are basically symbols which are placed above or below some letters in French which change the pronunciation of letters. And in French, there are 5 types of accents. Let us discover the first one. L'accent aigu, the acute accent. This accent is only used on the letter E, and when we put this accent, it changes the sound of E to A. We have 2 examples here. The first one is école, school. Since the word école has an E which has an accent, we will pronounce this word in a different way. So that would be école. That E with the accent will be pronounced as A. So we will pronounce it as école. The second one is éléphant, elephant. Now again, there are 2 accents on 2 E's. So the pronunciation will be éléphant, éléphant. The second one is l'accent grave. This accent is used on the letters A, E, and U. When we place this accent, the sound of E changes to A. E changes to A. On the letters A and U, accent grave has nothing to do with the pronunciation. So A remains A, U remains U. One more time. E changes to A has no change, and U has no change. Let's understand this accent better with some examples. The first one is règle, ruler. The first E of the word règle has an accent, so it will be pronounced as règle. We will take out the sound of A. It will be règle. The second one is voilà, there is. Now since A has no change, so it will be the same, voilà. The third one, où. Où means there, and the pronunciation will be the same because U has no change in the sound when we put an accent. So it's où, there. I have something very interesting to tell. So what do you see here? You see 2 similar words, one with an accent and one without it. But my question is there any difference in the meaning of these 2? Or do they mean the same? Well, they have completely different meanings. The first one means there and the second one means or. So what I wanted to tell you here is that if a letter has an accent, it means something and it could change the entire meaning of that particular word. Okay, let's move ahead now. The third one, l'accent circumflex. Okay, this one's easy. The circumflex or the little hat is the only French accent that may be found on each of the 5 vowels. So, circumflex has no change in the pronunciation. Isn't that great? No change in sound. Hooray! We have 5 examples. One example for each vowel. Let's look at the first one. Âge means age. So now, since we know that there will be no change in sound, we will pronounce it as âge. Second one, hôtel means hotel. The H is silent here, so it will be pronounced as hôtel. The third one is tête, which means head. Tête. Fourth one, flute is flute. So the pronunciation, flute. The fifth one, île, an island. The pronunciation, île. The fourth accent is l'accent cedille. This accent is only used on the letter C. When this accent is put on C, it changes the sound of C to S. Examples. The first one is garçon, boy. So if we remove this accent from the C, it would be pronounced as garçon, which makes no sense. So this C is mandatory. So the word will be pronounced as garçon, garçon. The second one, français, which means French. Again, the accent is important here, so the pronunciation will be français, français. The third one, ça. This is a very commonly used word in French. Ça means this. If we remove the accent, the pronunciation would be ca. Again, what is ka? No one knows. So the pronunciation is sa, which means this. The last one, l'accent tréma. This accent is placed on E, I, and U. And this accent is placed only if there is a vowel immediately before it. This accent indicates that the vowel is to be pronounced separately from the one immediately before it. Let's look at the examples. Examples. So now in the first example, you see that there are two vowels together and the second vowel has the accent tréma. So we will pronounce both these vowels separately. So the word is Noël, Christmas. Noël, Noël. Similarly, the second one will be pronounced as maïs, corn. Maïs, maize. The third one, knife, knife. The pronunciation would be knife. We have to just separate the vowels and pronounce them separately. So today we learned the very interesting 5 accents. The first one was l'accent aigu, the second l'accent grave, the third one l'accent circumflex, the fourth one l'accent cedilla, and the last one l'accent tréma. Great. Hey, wait please. Before signing off, let me tell you about my next video which will help you to sound like a pro in French. And in order to sound like a pro in any language, it's very important to master the pronunciation of the alphabet. So we will learn l'alphabet in the next video. Well, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care. See you next week. Au revoir. Goodbye.